Alright guys, welcome back to episode 45 or episode number 2 of the Talos Principle DLC. Last off we left at puzzle 9 in this area. I just wanted to check around here. I don't know if I checked around here last time. I'm not sure. I think I did. I think I checked around everywhere. You shouldn't hear too much, but if you do hear a noise in the background, I have got a fan on. I've just been doing some racing. It's pretty hot here in the UK, and for anybody that's not native to the UK, we don't have air conditioning standard in our houses, so yeah, it's pretty warm. Anyway, let's go on to Causation Nexus. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay. So, we need to alternate what we're doing here. Yeah, so you got to think that you got to use yourselves here to block the lasers. So, yeah, more laser blocking puzzles. Hope people weren't thinking I was being a bit too critical and a bit like down on the first part of this playthrough of the DLC.
It's funny, though, when I think about it, that I still didn't know what to call what I was experiencing. I guess love seemed like a term that only applied to our ancestors, with their hormones and instincts and strange fleshy organs. Surely we were too different to experience that. And the really funny thing is that I was thinking exactly like an ancient human child, pretending I was above it all.
Yeah, I don't want people to think that I was just being really negative about the first episode. Yeah, I guess kind of wasn't expecting, like, or the way I felt was like I wasn't expecting so many samey puzzles. Sort of felt like once you'd worked out how to do one in the area, the other three for that area were very, very similar. But anyway, we're going to carry on. I had another think about the vault that we saw as well. And the more I think about it, the more I think it possibly is a Fallout reference. Maybe somebody in the comments can tell me whether or not there was a vault called Vault 404 in Fallout. Yeah, it's seemingly the gimmick with this one is, oh, I see that. Just blocking the lasers here to give different priorities, it seems. So yeah, we need to break this temporarily, don't we? Once that's opened at once, then that will bootstrap itself anyway. No box or anything here that we can use. Maybe we just kill that first. And then kill this one. Yep. Kill that one to open this up again. And there's the exit.
What I'd never considered was that stripped of biological necessity and physical need, as well as all the strange stigmas and taboos our ancestors associated with their bodies, love might be more pure, more powerful. That we can love with fewer distractions than they could. And so the experience is all the more overwhelming. I do think we should learn to simulate some of those biological processes. Would be fun.
And you could probably talk about altering appearances and things. It'd be cool to see some of the humans with hair and bits and pieces. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, so non nobis solum. This is really weird. This is the high school my daughter's going to. This is actually their school motto. Okay, Cicero correctly observed that we are not born from ourselves alone. Aristotle likewise pointed out that man is a social animal. Plato's Symposium deficits characters praising that spiritual and philosophical importance of love, with Socrates arguing that for the more abstract notion of learning to love the form of beauty itself, which honestly seems a little onanistic if you ask me, Jesus placed love above all other considerations, demanding that people even love their enemies. But if we all agree that love is so important, why is love so rarely taken into consideration by the system we live in? It may seem like a naive question, but think about the sheer moral and intellectual weight behind the idea that love matters. Why is our reality so out of step with our philosophy? I think love is important. I think it's that sort of feeling of being wanted or needed as well, or that people care about you. I can see that the argument there. Anyway, the truth. You want to know the truth about love? Nobody knows what they're doing. Fair enough. It's all improv, man. It's 2 million years of people muddling through. Prophets and messiahs and philosophers declare that love is what. Sorry, prophets and messiahs and philosophers declare that love is what it's all about. When we go, yeah, that's right, and then we try and we fail and hurt each other, and we try again, and we have moments of beep 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 transcendence, and then we think with the wrong organ, and we make a mess of everything, and it goes forever and ever. Amen. The craziest part? You can go through all of this beep that I did, end up with a body like an old rag and a brain full of holes, and still to your dying day you'll go, yeah, it was love. Love for my family, my friends, my music, and even my beeping ex-wife. It was all about love, and every time I forgot that I beeped myself like a beeping mooring. Every time I forgot that I... would be a bit of grammar there, but okay. Utopia. Do damage to recover. Alright. So yeah, this human, Sarabaya. Is it Sarabaya? Or Sarabaya. I'm memory's a bit fuzzy tonight. Obviously is deeply in love with another. Hence all the messages and everything that we're hearing. Alright, breakthrough. So if that's doing that, why not just select all of these, maybe? Now, actually, let's only do this one and this one. This one. Or do something like this. Didn't select the right thing, did I? Yeah, it's the right sort of idea. We need to do that as well. Wow, I can't make its mind up what it wants to do. I guess it's because we're connecting it to that instead. I didn't even take notice of what this swarm's called. Breakthrough. I think I did. The problem is with this. Okay. Maybe instead then that wants to be there. That one replaces that. Stop that a minute. There we go. There we go. Yeah, just a matter of like deciphering how to part everything. We're only having two connectors. Basically, just you can see what works and what doesn't work, and it's a bit of trial and error. So,
when we started living together, I thought I'd figured it all out. Everything would be smooth sailing from now on. I still had so much to learn about love. Even for us, it's messy. You find someone who seems to be the perfect match for you, who seems necessary in your life. And then you realize all the ways in which you don't fit together at all. Because nothing in this world is perfect.
very true. Learning to live. If you love somebody, it doesn't mean that you know, you're perfect match for everything. So, just before we carry on here, I just want to check something really quickly, because I didn't realize there was this camera mode. So what I thought was like a picnic basket, weirdly, is just like it's a car. I think I can move any further, unfortunately. But yeah, to answer that question, I thought I could do that actually, because I took my screenshot for the first part of this DLC using the camera mode, and yeah, I thought, oh, I'll go and check that out, which we did. Anyway, number 12, last one in this area. Switchboard. Okay, so I need to, in American speak, reroute this. We should probably start routing this to the top. I kind of feel like I might want to route this here instead. Let's go there and essentially there. This one's going to be a little more interesting. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. We need to come up with a way where we simply can't do anything cheeky there in that glass box. I think we've got to keep this there and there, potentially. Okay, this is... This is a challenge. What I kind of need here is kind of like need I kind of like need the red to like do this here, right? See, red is overpowering that, isn't it? Guess it serves me right for saying what I did about the game being a bit samey up to this point, right? I have to ask, how is that doing both? I suppose there's outputs coming from both, isn't there? Alright, let's... I probably need to just break this down. So that's three going in there, three going in there, which makes that a gem. So if we were to block this one, that would turn that red. But it's not really the one we need to think about. I think the one we need to think about more than anything is the top one. So that would do that, and then if we did that as well, now our red yeah, you see, that's what I was worried about. So if it's got 4, well, it's only 3. Or look at all those connections. It's disgusting. the game's way of saying to me, isn't it? Ha! You said I was too easy. Hold on, it's not just a case of doing this, is it? Okay, so for a minute I thought it was just a case that we need to like swap these around. The problem is we can never swap around the ones in the glass boxes, so we wouldn't be able to do an even swap. Hmm. Huh. Myths are confused. We effectively want to like rotate it that way, but then also if we wanted to do that, let's think about this. Reds would be here, here, here. Blues would be... Look at that, I got 5. Blues would be... Here, 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 here. Okay, so you can kind of see that pattern there. That's now rotated. But the blue obviously needs to also cover I don't think that is right, like to do it on that extreme. I don't see it. I don't see it. It's being blocked. That one's being blocked from there. That one's being blocked from there. Boosting the signals doesn't help. And here the signal's not strong enough. And then the signal takes over. Yeah, I just don't know how to do this last little bit. Sorry, my headphones are broken. They keep having to pop them back in. What is the trick that I am missing? I kind of want this to rotate, so That might have been right. Okay. I don't know how I solved that. I honestly don't. I just took what I kind of did at the sides, tried to move it to the top, and that's somehow given me, with a few extra connections, the breaks I need in the right places. Yeah. That one was tough. That one was tough.
The ancients believed that love could be eternal. But I'll admit that sometimes it seemed impossible to continue. Sometimes I thought you were unfair, or cruel, or just incomprehensible. I'm sure you thought the same about me. And I'm sure that sometimes you were right. No wonder all the ancient love songs repeat the same themes. Longing, happiness, regret, and forgiveness. I want you. I love you. I miss you. Forgive me.
Ah, she's really in love, isn't she? I'm an echo of the one that was me, but I am comforted in knowing that something persists. Alright, this is the last area here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright, it's probably a good place to kind of wrap this one up for now, I think, and we'll come back with the next episode where we'll tackle the rest of these puzzles, and maybe after we've done this, the golden area will also unlock. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And until the next one, happy gaming.